Welcome to the live stream, Arm Wrestling fans. I'm Pradeep from Arm Wrestling News. And the topic of discussion today is going to be Devon versus Dave Chaffee. Can Devon defeat Dave Chaffee under strict PAL rules? Is it possible? This is one of the most controversial topics out there, and who doesn't love controversy? So we are going to discuss that. Actually, I made a video about it also. Hopefully you have seen that already. If not, you are going to see that maybe. And it is showing that my connection is kind of bad. Please, can you give me feedback whether am I audible or not, or can you see me? What's up, Arm Wrestling fans? Atlantis in the house. Thank you very much for supporting again, brother. And the channel needs to get going. I haven't really uploaded anything in last 5-6 days, which is kind of unfortunate. I don't want to discuss the reasons here, but let's get the channel rolling once again. Big Frank live and seems good. Thank you very much. Phil Woody UK. Thanks, brother. Thanks for the feedback. What up, Arm Wrestling fan? Pradeep versus Larry feels at King of the Table 4. People are saying Larry should face Rebecca Todd. Somebody is saying that Larry should face me. Larry should face a pickle jar. That is just interesting stuff. So let's read the comments before the live stream. I also got some comments before the live stream started. So Pernicion, maybe now, not when they pulled in 2019. Exactly. I think back in 2019, if that match was under strict PL rules, that would have been a slaughterhouse. Dave Chaffee would have run through Devon, in my opinion. It could have still gotten close towards the end of that match. Please give me a little feedback whether you have watched the video that I just uploaded 35 minutes ago. Not many views on that video yet. I think only one way to find out. That match I think needs to happen. It is a great topic, and that video is showing 10 by 10 on my channel. So out of last 10 uploaded videos, it is number 10 because of the time. I never upload at this time. For me it is 8:50 a.m. right now. 8:53. I always upload during my night time. So maybe the timing is off. That is why the video is not performing well. Not even 300 views. So it doesn't matter. 43 live viewers. Thank you very much everybody for joining. You may have seen the topic of discussion today on the thumbnails. You can see that in the photo as well. So CRTT, what does that mean, brother? Hi folks, Phil Woody UK again with his relentless support. Ivan in the house, only way to find out. Real question is, how can it be humanly possible to not beat Dave and have a shot at Levan? Good question. Absolutely good question. So Ivan, what do you think? Can it happen? Can Devon beat Dave under strict rules now? Because I was thinking about making this video for at least 3-4 months. And open widget, what is it telling me to do? So at least for 4-5 months. And recently I saw a live stream on Table Monkey's YouTube channel, and there Devon said that he isn't really happy when he hears people saying that, oh, I would have never won under strict rules against Dave Chaffee. And Devon said that he believes that he can beat Dave Chaffee under any rules. So then I thought, now I must make a video about it, because that topic was in my mind for many months. Big Frank, what's up fellas? Happy Easter. Aries. The Devon in June who will face Levan should be able to beat Dave. Dave has so much raw strength. Also, as always, if Devon can stop the match, I think he can win. Yes, if you watch that match carefully, the 2019 WL match, July 18th was the date. Devon was able to stop Dave Chaffee an inch from the pad. I know WL pads are a little lower, 1 inch lower than traditional PL or WAF pads, but Devon was able to stop him. And if he was able to stop him, he would have won that match 3-0, but it was given an early pin. Then the ref reversed it. After that, there was a false start from Dave Chaffee, and he was able to beat Devon Laird. So if it wasn't for the wrong calls, I think Devon could have defeated Dave Chaffee 3-0 that day under WL loose rules. Devon must resort to arm wrestling to win. Giovanni is saying that. Definitely. I think Devon needs that GB19. In my opinion, the match was going to strap anyways, okay? Pradeep, Engin stated that he favors Hermes Gasparini over Devon in WAF rules. Yes. Engin and I discuss a lot about this topic, this super match Devon versus Hermes, privately on WhatsApp. What is your opinion of Devon versus Hermes in WAF? I've said that in a best of three, I would pick Hermes all day. I think I will pick Hermes under strict rules. I'm talking about best of five. It can be close, and 6 round super match because you have to win 4 times because of Devon's endurance, and I don't think Hermes's pronation is much greater than Devon. So in 6 rounds, I would believe that Hermes can win that. Devon can win that match. But best of five can be really close. This is my opinion about that match. Yep, I watched it. Thank you very much, Big Frank, for the support. Thanks for doing live at this time. Coach Ray the Terrible, please mention what is the time over there where you are living right now. MX Freak, Devon wins easily 4-2. 4-2 isn't easy in my opinion. Anyways, interesting comment. Coach Ray the Terrible, okay, CRTT. The stricter the rules, the more it favors Devon. Dave loves to false start and elbow fouls a lot. I would not agree with that. Under strict rules, Devon will have to start the match as early as possible. He will not get away with too much messing around with the hands to tire his opponent out. I'm glad to see you live. Engin with Todd and Irakli and Neil rocked the lives earlier. Glad someone taking control tonight. Big Frank, thank you very much for that. I was also live before Engin Terzi yesterday. I'm doing another live because I'm thinking about doing these short 30-minute lives on various topics just to keep the channel rolling and the discussion rolling with the arm wrestling community. And main reason was also because I want to utilize those Friday, Saturday and Sunday, these 3 days with live streams. Not going to do, because live stream, I will be totally frank with you, live streams are a thing of lazy people. Right now you must have started seeing every YouTube channel just posting live stream and nothing else, because live stream takes least amount of time, least effort, least thinking, least preparation. This is why everyone is doing live stream every day, 2-3 hour live stream. People are just going crazy. I'm not planning on doing that, but I'm trying to utilize those weekends with these short 30-minute live streams just to keep the channel going. Pernician, I don't think it's very easy to beat Dave Chaffee. Okay. I think Devon is much stronger than 2018. He deserves match against Levan. I do not see who else has chance except Vitali. Interesting point. CRTT versus Artem, who wins? Dweeder is saying, thank you Dweeder for supporting again. You were in live stream yesterday also. Maybe for you it is today. Hi Pradeep, strict rules does not seems good for arm wrestling because it will take out a lot of entertainment value. Maybe good for Olympics rather than pro wrestling. I kind of agree. There needs to be a balance, and when people start learning that they have to put their elbow on the pad, it is not an option, microfoul is not an option, then I think even strict rules revved matches can be interesting. Ivan is saying personally no, because Devon trains King's move to wedge his forearm on the pad to lever his hand up like this rotation. Pretty much Dave pinned him, but not officially. Right, WL pads are lower, so on those pads no, Dave didn't pin him. Under PL pads it could have been better, but Devon, you may have seen that Devon has gained a lot in his pronation. I even asked Devon led this question when he was on my channel, that what do you think where the most gains are, because to us audience it looks like Devon has made most gains in the pronation department only since his giant pumpkin training and since he has gained some weight. I still cannot see Devon going deep in a hook with Todd Hutchings in round 1 and defeating him. Maybe it can happen, but I'm doubtful. So to me it looks like Devon has gained most in his hand, and his hand is what is going to enable him to beat Dave Chaffee. So this is why I think it can be interesting. So it is an unusual time and my target was 50. If I got 50 people watching me live on this unusual time, I would be happy. 58 viewers right now. Thank you very much for joining. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give it a thumbs up as well. Interesting conversation going on. Coach Ray the Terrible. Artem, we are not going to discuss that topic in detail, but Artem I think is going to lose to Coach Ray. There are levels to this thing. This is what I said about the Coach Ray Artem versus Uncle John match, that maybe Uncle John is a 60 out of 100, and for me Artem was a 74. And if Artem is 74, for me Coach Ray is a 80. He is going to beat Artem both left and right handed. He's a level above in my opinion. Artem was 2 levels above. This is what I said before the match. Two levels above Uncle John, and Coach Ray is one level above Artem. I think Devon can. The Mook Bros is saying, I think Devon can beat Dave today for sure. In his current form, he is massive. Yes, so he was 9 pounds lighter than Dave Chaffee. In WL, they weigh you fully clothed. I think in King of the Table, it is a similar way also. All super heavyweights weigh in with their boots, with their clothes, everything. So Devon was 268 pounds. Dave Chaffee was 277. Right now, if that match is to happen today, in clothes, in boots, Devon is going to show up over 280 pounds for sure. So he's going to be 15 pounds heavier. And if you give him a date, he's going to be 20-25 pounds heavier. So the weight difference may help Devon slightly, about 2-3%. Ivan is the king of gripper world. Oh, so Ivan, you are the guy that Derek Smith keeps mentioning in his live stream. Brother, I wanted to ask you one question. I'm in New York, USA. It's 11:30 p.m. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Philwood UK. I need to speed up reading the chat. 4:30 a.m. here. Gonna see that sunrise. Philwood, man. I slept at 2:30 yesterday and woke up. I worked nights though. I especially like this. Okay, I was also working on a night shift. I just came home 30 minutes ago, 40 minutes ago, after 8 a.m. and it is 9 a.m. right here, right now. If Devon can win or get one win against Levan, then does it mean that Devon can easily beat Hermes or Dave? Possible, definitely. If Devon gets one win against Levan in the first 3 or 4 rounds, then I think he can definitely. Because if he gets a win or two in the last couple of rounds, it will be based on endurance. Because Devon's endurance is much greater than any of the other top 8 guys. So that will not tell us something in more detail as we would like to know. So to know these two things, whether he's going to beat Hermes or Dave easily, we need to see that happen against Levan in first 3 or 4 rounds. I just wonder how much Devon will cry about the rules until the match versus Levan. Ben Young, we don't know. So Stizzy in the house, welcome brother. Nick Pitara is saying, I'm WL Todd Hutchings, Dave Chaffee and Matt Mask all drove Devon's hand to the pad. In round 1 King of the Table, John did the same. Very scary for Devon fans. Interesting. It was quite surprising to see Devon Laird struggle against Todd Hutchings and Chan Shaw taking Todd Hutchings' hand right in the center table and taking over to his side. That was quite interesting to see. If Chance can do that and Devon wasn't able to do that in 2019. I think the McBros is saying, I think Devon 2022 today is much stronger than 2018. I think today Devon in his current form will beat Dave, no question. The match was in 2019, not 18. He is so much stronger, bigger and tougher. Today Devon beats him 100. I too think that Devon is going to win that match. But it will still be close, still be equally ugly as the previous match. Do you think Levan at 415 pounds will have less endurance? I think Levan will not be 415 pounds against Devon. He will lose some weight in my opinion. Yes, endurance, yes. But Levan also claims that his endurance is great. He just feels that he's like warming up towards the 6th round in his last few super matches. But I don't think he will be 415 pounds against Devon. Maybe somewhere around 380, 390. The idea Devon cannot beat people under strict rules is ridiculous based on what evidence. Devon rarely fouls after the go and he is extremely hard to win because Devon is gassing his opponent's hand out in the setup before the match and after the match. If you saw that after the pin happened, Devon was holding Dave's hand right near his chest, even outside of table on his own side, and Dave Chaffee had to just drag it out. So this is the problem. This is what Devon does. He cannot do that under PL rules. The matches will start within a minute or two. Under WL or King of the Table rules, he can just hold on to his opponent's hand and talk with the referee for a few minutes. That is not going to happen under strict rules. King's move, shoulder below the table, will be called early also. Have you seen Devon's recent video? His son... No, I just got a notification and I have not watched that yet, Stacey. Smash those likes, people. Let's spread the word. Twitter. Thank you very much, brother. Please do that. 68 people live. I'm lucky, I'm blessed. Yeah, 415 pounds. I was also kind of doubtful, Pernician, about that. Who is your top 5 now? Levan, Vitali, and after that it is not clear. Maybe Devon is above. I think Devon is above Dave. Hermes is, I think, Devon, Dave, Alex, Hermes, something like that. Alex can give a good fight to Devon. It is close. Anyone can beat anyone in those third to sixth position. Trubin can also be in the mix if he's healthy. He can also be around top 5, around 5th place. Pradeep the Devon troll, Patrick Roy. So it is kind of confusing. I've been called a Devonlet hater and a Devonlet fan, a Michael Todd hater and a Michael Todd fan, North American hater and European fan and European hater and North American fan. All of those 6 things within a month. I've been called all 6 of those things within a month. So you figure out who I am. Devon's son wants a piece of Levan. That's brave of him, but let's be honest, it would be a bad idea. I need to watch that video. Maybe he was joking. Yeah, I was saying Artem would beat me. The terrible. The real coach Raymonds is going to crush, right? Big Frank, Pradeep, the live streams are where we live, but I get it. Your videos are great. Continue doing them. Thank you very much. So you like the live streams, right? Interesting. Pradeep, videos and streams are best. Thank you very much, Atlantis. Should screen grab that promise? I don't know. Hey Pradeep, what do you think Matt is in the world rankings right now? Maybe somewhere around 15 to 20. I don't think Matt is under 15, but he can be under 20. This is what I think. If Devon hypothetically wins against Levan, will he be able to get any more matches for his right? Very difficult it is. Maybe he is going to get, because if he is going to beat Levan, it is going to be based on endurance, and he is going to tire him out with the king's moves and all the shenanigans in the setup under king of the table rules. So under those rules, first few rounds are going to be close no matter what. So why is it seeing through my shirt? I don't know. Are you guys also getting it? I like Lipins, but he's going to lose 53%. I don't think so. I don't think Raymond is going to lose to Artem. I didn't bet money on it, but I'd never bet money on arm bets. What a scam. Ben Young, yes, I don't like arm bets. If you're right, you get for your I won 4 bets. 3 of them were $100 bets on arm bet, and I got in return finally into my account what? $135, something like that. So that is not a good return, especially considering that you're going to lose all the money if it doesn't work out for you, if the other guy wins even a single round. Because 2 of the 4 times I bet on shutout stakes, I was lucky enough to win, but definitely not good returns. Salty Matt in the house. What worries me is how close the first round against John at King of the Table was, right? If you think about how much stronger and more importantly faster Levan will be, going to be difficult for Devon. He has such a bad sport. Your shirt is glowing. He was squeezing Dave's thumb with the strap pulling on it. Yes, Ivan. Prime Devon will swipe Dave 6-0 in a hook. Who is Prime Devon? What year? Jacob Isai. Your body disappears at times, only your head is visible. Yeah, green screen is messing up. Maybe it doesn't like the shirt color. You're the man of the people, Mitch Mesural. Thank you very much. Mitch Mesural is a supporter on Patreon. Thank you very much, guys. Whoever is supporting on Patreon or YouTube membership, or just giving thumbs up and liking the video and watching the video, I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Can we see the accurate top 20 world rankings? No, we cannot. Really difficult. How are you going to rank top 20? I think as someone mentioned, I think Travis it was, or I don't know who, it is the easiest to rank the number 1 guy in the world. After that, it is a mess, total mess. But I think right now we are getting close to ranking top 5 guys correctly. After Engin's couple of more East versus West events, we will be able to rank top 10 guys accurately, at least top 8, and things will be more clear because there are more and more super matches happening right now. Can Hermes pose a bigger threat to Dave than Alex did? Quite possible, quite possible. Because we have seen that Alex can struggle in that open arm position. But Hermes, if he takes your wrist, it doesn't matter whether he's here on his winning side. He most usually he wins. If he takes your wrist, he's going to win that match. That is almost certain. And but on the other hand, if he loses his own wrist, it doesn't matter where the match is. Hermes is going to lose that match. So it depends on whether he can take. I don't think Dave can side pressure through Hermes like he did against Alex Cordecha. Maybe he can, but if Hermes takes his wrist, I think he can beat. And when he faced Alex, Hermes was 120 kilos, and right now he's 100 near 30 kilos. He said that he gained 10 kilos since then. And Hermes is also not much old. I think he's 29 or 30 years old. So there can still be a little bit, maybe 1% gain every year depending on his age. Man, I'm really struggling with this. Green screen. It doesn't like the color, or maybe it just doesn't like the background. There is a green something there in the background. It doesn't matter. You guys can hear me, that is all that matters. Pork Chop going to be a king's mover according to Devon Curtis, looking a beast. Pork Chop also mentioned that he cannot straighten his arms. Maybe he's going to be a king's mover. So he himself said that. Maybe Devon is quoting that. Devon never gets clear ranking after he wins. Cordecha looks terrible right now against Hermes too, but he's clearly still ranked above Hermes. Devon defeated Dave, but apparently no changes. Yes, technically Devon should be ranked above all of those. Your chat hates your green screen. Yes, it does, being frank. Okay, it is late where I live, so I need to leave the stream. But Pradeep, please keep up the great work. Salty Matt, thank you very much for joining, brother. That's because Cordecha beat Hermes in a legit match, and that's why he's ranked above him. Stax is saying, what do you think is the best matchup for Dave Chaffee next? Dave versus Hermes could be a good match. Then Dave versus Devon after the Levan match happens. So I think it should be after, if Levan beats Devon Ladd at King of the Table 4, then Dave and Hermes should face each other, and the winner should get Devon Ladd. This is what happens. And if Devon is just manhandled by Levan, then Devon and Hermes should face each other, and the winner should get Dave Chaffee, in my opinion. I think Devon would win 4-2 after getting a close stop on the third round. Devon is about to beat Levan, and you don't think he can beat Dave? I don't think he's about to beat Levan Ramsey, and I do think that he can beat Dave. So both of your statements are wrong. Finally, a wrong prediction. Okay, Dave will beat Hermes, in my opinion, because Dave's side pressure is too much. How long do you think an athlete should be inactive in order to be removed? I would say 18 months. Yes, something like that. Aries definitely should be implemented. Pro militia. You're going to trigger Devon fanboys. I always trigger some people, no matter what, Logan. Adjust the hue for your image. It is too bluish. I'll try to do that next time. I don't know how to do that. Derek Smith could possibly beat Chaffee. No, I don't think it is close. So Ivan, I wanted to ask you something about grippers. This is a very local brand. I don't know what is the. It is a USI brand here, available here in India. So this one is 150 pounds. According to the rating, this one is about 200 pounds. And I have taken this gripper to many people. Almost nobody can close this 150 pound at the first attempt. But after they try to adjust their hands, they do close this. I think 3 out of 10 people is able to close that. And this one, no one has closed from what I have experienced. I've tried at least 20-30 people. So can there be an average prediction or guess what is the exact rating on this? If I can close this is a 200 pound gripper, so around COC2, I can easily close this about 10 times. So can I close a COC2 accurate one, or COC 2.5 in your opinion? Please let me know about that. I'm confused. Just because I'm closing this very easily, 200 pound one, everyone is telling me no, that this is not accurate. This is not even 150 pounds. This is not even COC 1. It is a COC trainer. This is the feedback that I've been getting. Who is your favorite arm wrestler as a fan? Prudnik. Prudnik is my favorite arm wrestler. Hello, bro. How are you? 120 kg Prudnik versus 130 kg Hermes. So Prudnik, I don't think has ever been 120 kg, and Prudnik himself said that right now he cannot beat Hermes because he is heavier and Prudnik needs to gain weight. But gaining much more weight is going to be difficult for him because of his dress, the costume that he needs to wear during his stage shows. Prime Devon 2008 2012 will beat Dave 6-0 with a high hook. At that time, Dave was not at this level. That time, Devon defeated him very easily. Yes, you can close COC2 easily. That's probably a 1.5, but it is very difficult to tell with the unknown brands. I would guess it is a 1.5 level. So I'm quite sure if it is a 1.5, then I can easily close a. See, can I? If I am able to close a 1.5 10 times, can I close a COC2? And how much time, in your opinion, it would take me to get to COC 2.5? Because I told Ryan that I may be able to close COC 2.5 before Ryan does that. Abjugar is saying that I would like to see Dave versus Vitali. Vitali wins that match easily, in my opinion. Vitali is way too faster for Dave JP. Like, he's really fast. Dave is the new gateway. No, Dave is the top. Top 5 guy in the world cannot be a gatekeeper or gate. I'm assuming by gateway you mean kind of a gatekeeper for the elite level. Did you get the COC at Clerks 93? No, I am a very frugal guy. So when I saw that I was ordering it online, the cost of shipping was exactly the same, almost the same as the cost of the gripper itself. So it didn't like worth buying for me because for me it was around 4600 rupees and the cost was 2500 and shipping was the remaining part was shipping, so it was almost equal. That is why I didn't buy, and that one cost me like 10-11 bucks. Yeah, Prudnik is a special arm wrestler to watch. I like Prudnik. Devon should come in at 330 pounds for Levan. No, Devon did say that he's probably going to show up at around 295 pounds morning weight. That this is what he thinks the maximum he can get. Clerks 93. No, I did not it. Try closing them with a straight wrist. It is going to be really difficult. This one I can close. This one I can close with a straight wrist. No problem. But that one is really difficult. 200 pounds or whatever it is, 160, say 70 pounds, I cannot do that with a straight wrist. Devon would crush Dave right now. And grippers are not meant. Yes, arm wrestlers do claim that we should close them. Close grip, but not really. Devon has been slow in his weight gain. He needs to pick it up if he wants to get to 300 lbs. Yes. You saw Todd versus Irakli interview. Yes. What is your prediction? That is really difficult. I've been thinking about that match for a long time, but no, I really don't have any prediction. It is going to be really difficult for Todd. It's really difficult, but he may still be a slight favorite in that match. 52-48, something like that. Can you run a poll what folks think Devon will weigh in at King of the Table 4? Yes, I will do that after this live stream on my channel in the community tab. I think Devon is going to come in at 307 pounds. That is going to be a huge weight for Devon. Devon weighs more right now than he claims. I guarantee it, he will be over 300. Come on. We hope that is the case. Going from COC 1.5 to COC 2 was easy for me. Going from 2 to 2.5 has taken an extremely long time. Devon is telling me. Thank you very much for the feedback, brother. Devon is 276 right now. Devon can eat all the pancakes in the world. He can't cheat genetics. He has no speed and he is naturally skinny, weak boy. Devon at best is getting 305. I don't think Devon is going to. Yeah, after his fully clothed and after eating food in heavy boots, maybe. WAF rules rule. Caroline Looms. I too like strict rules. As I mentioned in yesterday's live stream, I will be really happy if WAF utilized squishy elbow pads and the intentional elbow fouls. When you're losing, you can just lift your elbow to get a restart. That needs to be stopped. If WAF is able to control these two things or change these two things, then it will be really interesting to watch. If you can close the COC 10 times, you will be able to close the next up for sure. Adam is telling me. Thank you very much, brother. Devon has been slow gaining. I'm stuck on the COC 2 clerks 93. Is everyone on the road? What is that? Let me tell you, Devon is going to win against Levan 4-3. Let's see, Jacob. Hope that happens. That doesn't sound good, clerk. 5 reps with 1.5, you can close a 2, Ivan is telling me. And around 7-8 with a COC 2 can get 2.5. It means I can close the 2 very easily, and I may be somewhere in between 2 and 2.5 right now. And I've not done any training. Whenever I see the grippers, I close them. Maybe I've closed them 500 times throughout my lifetime. Less than 1000, definitely. Irakli is too unknown. Yes, at this weight, he's definitely unknown. So I think we should keep the questions to Devon versus Levan, and I'm going to end this live stream in about 5 minutes from now. Yeah, kind of stopped though. Feel like starting. Hermes doesn't deserve to lick Devon's boots. That difficulty difference between the levels increase exponentially, right? This is why I've seen that guys who can close 3 or 3.5 cannot even move the number 4, not even an inch. You saw Vitaly interview, he wants to pull Dave. Yes, I even made a video about that, GB19. Devon, he thinks it's a good matchup. Of course, they respect Dave Chaffee, and yeah, but I think Vitaly's speed will be too much. Strength, Dave Chaffee can match, but speed, I'm not so sure. Devon will be around 305-pound monster. 4-3, okay. I bet $1K on him. I'm going to take that bet all day, Jacob. Please message me on Instagram. Let's try to find a neutral account where we can deposit the money. I'll take that bet from you. The clerks went from COC 1 to 2, so maybe I should get the 1.5. Okay, so right now you're not able to close COC 2. The guy that thinks Devon is small or skinny still needs to see him in person. It is unreal how big he looks, but he's not Levan big. I think he's not completely wrong. Do you arm wrestle yourself? Right now I have not worked out or arm wrestled for past 6 months. But yes, I have competed. Because of my job, if I am at leave at that time and there is a tournament happening, then I go there and compete. But I do not take leave from my work just to compete, because I only get about 3-4 leaves per year. How about Vitaly versus Jerry? Vitaly takes that match in my. Do you play BGMI? No, I do not know what is the form of that. I have my PlayStation 4, but since I am all in on this YouTube and I also have a job, I have not got a chance to plug in my PS4 for last 5-6 months. Unknown Gaming, please mention what is BGMI. So talking about Devon and versus Dave Chaffee, the main topic for discussion, that was the title of this video. I believe that Devon Ladd can beat Dave Chaffee even under strict rules, because he has gained so much in his pronation, and pronation is number one thing that is required to beat Dave Chaffee with his King's move. So I think it is going to look equally ugly. Devon may be fouled out once or twice, but since he is bigger now, since he knows how to beat Dave Chaffee, since he is confident enough to beat Dave Chaffee, because in 2019, he was clearly not confident enough, because in prior 2 meetings, Dave Chaffee defeated him. Right now, Dave is not undefeated against him. He did beat Dave Chaffee. In whatever rules, we can say that those were not accurate rules, or it was not a really good match to watch. But he did beat Dave Chaffee, and that confidence means a lot. So I think he will be able to do that again. It is going to look equally ugly as the previous time. Even under strict rules, Devon is going to foul himself out maybe, but under 6 rounds, because now Dave Chaffee will need to beat Devon 4 times instead of 3 compared to WL. So beating him 4 times will be a really, really difficult task for Dave. I think Devon is going to win that match. At least not currently. PUBG is banned. It's not relaunched as BGIS. Okay. No, I have never played PUBG. I believe Devon will trump Dave now. I just wanted to know that Devon and Levan are on PED steroid. Of course they are, but nothing is for. We cannot claim that because we have no proof of that. But the guess would be yes, and I think Devon has himself admitted to that. He in in the last live stream on Table Monkeys, Devon said that he has embraced everything that arm wrestling has to offer. I think he meant PEDs by that. Yes, but there is no actually no proof that he's significantly strong enough to beat Dave Chaffee on his side pressure. Ultra pancaker. Agreed. But pronation, I think pronation means a lot because Devon is going to King's move, Dave. He's not going to just side pressure through him. He needs the King's move, and King's move needs pronation, and Devon's pronation is definitely better than 2019. Big Frank trying to close the gaps in live stream, Carolyn. I'm from here and really glad to see you doing videos on arm wrestling. Pro Militia, thank you very much, brother. I'm also good to see myself doing something in arm wrestling from India. Mayhawk is saying, if arm wrestling has all the requirements to be an Olympic sport, why isn't it in discussion or the process? Because nothing is clearly defined. We have not yet agreed to the rules. We have not yet agreed why do we need to say ready before we say go. I think to be an Olympic sport, arm wrestling needs to be much, much more organized. And right now, we are not moving in that direction. Right now, we are claiming that it is impossible to keep your elbows on the pad, which is just crazy, crazy thought. How did it get banned? I thought I still had that game downloaded. In India, it was banned by India. All the Chinese applications were banned in India. What is your final prediction for Devon versus Levan? 6-0 Levan. Dave also fouled himself off a back of a 9-inch because Dave did not want to lose that match, Chris. Dave knew that he is going to lose that match and Devon is going to make him pin himself. That's why he intentionally dragged his elbow just so that the match can stop and he can avoid some humiliation because he was about to hold him and let him pin himself. And Devon told him before the match that he is going to let him pin himself. This is what Dave Chaffee was avoiding. Do you think Georgie Sweat could be in the top 10 or 15? No. Top 10 for sure, no. Strict rules has 7x7 pad. They will foul himself out. Not sure. Dave also started early. Yes, we did mention that in the beginning. Derek not competing in Turkey is depressing, but Uncle John got fire. So Carolyn Looms, if you, I'm quite sure you watched that live stream. Derek was offered a match against Georgy Swetkov, and Georgie did not come in terms with Engin Terzi, so the match is off. But Derek Smith may still be invited by Engin Terzi for commentating. When you are in winning position, your shoulder can go below the table. Yes, for sure. They will win one round under strict rules, Logan. So guys, please do not post any more comments. I'm going to end this live stream at about 40 minutes. So let's discuss for about 90 seconds more. Please do not mention any new comments. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It matters a lot. The likes matter even more. I know when I have trouble sleeping, I just throw on top 8 or a slotty 2 match. Let's sleep in seconds. I like that comment. Nete 77. John Raim is saying, when it comes to Devon and Levan, when Levan faced Dave, yes, Levan won, but he did not just flash pin Dave. If the match stops, Dave wins. Against Levan, no, I doubt that completely. Levan's endurance has not been proven. Devon can go for hours. Nobody has endured like Devon. Levan's endurance is not bad. Big Frank, hi, Brendan Allen thinking of going. Is Brendan Allen? Okay, that would be insane. Devon versus Michael Todd is the more controversial match for a lot than Devon versus Dave. Yes, but Devon versus Dave is still being talked about under every video that has a mention of Dave Chaffee or Devon Laird. Still, I am getting a lot more comments about that match compared to the Devon versus Michael match. भाई an arm wrestling में career है मेरा तो है भाई I can make a career out of arm wrestling Radiant Ministry. I'm not so sure for you, but just winning matches उससे तो बात नहीं बनेगी. कुछ ना कुछ तो अपना उस पर अलग भी करना ही पड़ेगा. That's what I think. Not every round he fouled a lot while driving. Bhai arm wrestling. Okay. Thanks for the stream, Pradeep. Have a good one. Mitch Mezeral. Thank you very much, brother. Carolyn Rooms is talking to Big Frank. Thanks for the open discussion, Chris. Thank you very much for commenting, brother. Thank you very much. Devon can beat anyone under strict rules. For example, look what he did to Pushkar in Europe. Hmm. Brendan Allen will kill Bowen. I'm not so sure. What you, what got you to be an arm wrestling analyst? I was thinking, like I always keep thinking, like, is there a space that I can fill in any community? Something that nobody is doing. In other sports or other fields, it is almost impossible to find a completely different thing to start. In arm wrestling, it was easy. I was thinking, and I got an idea once I was going to eat food. I got an idea that I should start arm wrestling news because nobody is doing that. People are uploading wrestling news, pro wrestling news, other sports news, cricket news, but not arm wrestling news because it was such a small sport 2 years ago when I started this. So this is what got me into it. I want to do something in arm wrestling, and I am way too smart to try to create a career in arm wrestling related to something that I am not really good at. I may be good at analyzing things, I may be good at collecting things, presenting them to you in an easily understandable and short brief. So, this is what I did, and this is what is working well for me. I'm one of the most luckiest guys because something at the right time. Thank you very much. Hit the like, folks. Mitch Mesurel. Thank you very much, guys, for joining. 69, I think, are still live. I am really, really thankful that you guys joined the conversation. Bye bye. Who you got? Okay, what got you? I already answered that. Thank you, guys. Bye.